Hello and welcome to another baseball video, and today we are going to talk about my favorite and also my least favorite baseball MLB players on every team in 2026.
That's the 97 home run for the ages. Oh my goodness! Yes! It's the day. Wow, that was awesome.
Red Sox, last year I picked Trevor Story and stuff. The only thing why I picked Trevor Story last time because I just again the Rockies and generally enough they were pretty solid in back then in 2017 2018 time and stuff. Those are the times that they were really good. Just from the Rockies and generally enough, they still had Nolan Arenado at the time and stuff. But this year, I actually picked Sonny Gray and stuff. I've heard good news of him on the team and stuff. I know that the Red Sox kind of had a down streak in the beginning and stuff, and then fortunately enough for Alex Cora getting fired from the team and stuff, and actually new staffs of the coach and stuff. But fortunately enough, somehow enough, the Red Sox are actually doing pretty good right now, just ending of the first half of the season. So you might see some more and stuff. But I still like Sonny Gray. I think I had Sonny Gray for another team as well. It's probably the Cardinals or something like that and stuff. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just there's something I really liked about him. I was a huge fan with him when he was on the Athletics and stuff. He was a pretty solid pitcher and stuff, and he still is. He was pretty solid with the Twins and the Reds and stuff. I think he went downhill with the Yankees and stuff, but still had a solid time and stuff. And he's still a good, decent pitcher overall and stuff, and he can help the team and stuff. And I think he will do good for the Red Sox and Fenway. So that's pretty good. That's just my opinion of that and stuff. Just new players and stuff. The person I don't like, again, I'm looking at my notes again, just saying about man, I'm surprised enough of I don't like this person. But what I put is Wilson Contreras, my least favorite. Again, with Chaz Chisholm, Wilson Contreras is kind of growing on me. The other thing enough of why I didn't like Wilson Contreras, the only enough of I actually saw his first debut in Wrigley Field when he was on the Cubs in 2016 and stuff. I never knew that, but fortunately enough, now I do and stuff. But and then I didn't see KB that time and stuff. I don't know why he didn't play. Duh. No, the only thing I didn't like Wilson Contreras enough because he has this I don't know what happened to him, before of the World Series in 2016 and stuff. He just has this weird attitude to himself and stuff I just don't like and stuff. And then there was also a time when he was on the Cardinals and stuff. It's weird enough if he was a catcher and first baseman for the for the Cardinals and stuff. But there was a time where he was at bat when Jensen, Kelsey Jensen, when he was on the Braves at the time, because right now I think he's on the Angels, I believe, and stuff. There was a time where he was messing around with Jensen with the time clock and stuff, and you gotta literally have to look. The batter has to look into the pitcher's eye to be ready or whatever and stuff. And Wilson Contreras is basically just standing there having his bat, they're just confusing Jensen and stuff, and just dude, why are you doing this? And another thing is, why is the ump letting him doing this? What is this? Again, this is the type of situation where I don't want to see this with baseball. Just play the game, just stop being dumb, you know. So that's where enough of I don't really like Wilson Contreras, and fortunately, I know there's another Contreras on this list and stuff. I personally don't like and stuff, but he's some ways enough growing on me a little bit and stuff. Again, I think it's just the Red Sox and generally of enough, it makes him a lot better. And also, he's playing better and stuff. He made the All Star this year and stuff. Good for him and stuff. I understand what's going on with Venezuela and stuff. It's kind of tough to understand of your country and people, your family and stuff with your loved ones and stuff. But but he has positive attitude at this time and stuff. He cares. I get about like what's going on with other things and stuff, like with the Nationals and and getting in, getting ejected a couple times and here and there and stuff. Like it's a little emotional for him. I understand it, but yeah, he's growing on me, so I wouldn't change of anything. And people on the Red Sox of enough of a now I least favorite or whatever. I have no idea. Maybe next year I'll change it up.